Sean
everyone,
Carter
what's
gets handed
up?
not one,
Listen,
but
if
two
your name
losses.
is Tony
One,
Busby,
his
you're
motion to
definitely
dismiss
not
gets
done
denied.
with
Two,
Jay-Z
the
yet.
victim
You
gets to
literally
remain
said,
anonymous.
you better get over here. The ongoing battle between Tony Busby and Jay-Z, or should I say Rock Nation, is really heating up. Did you know that Tony Busby has just filed a second lawsuit? Yes, a second one, and this time, he's alleging some serious things. Now, Rock Nation, lawyer Marcy Croft, Quinn Emanuel, and others are all being pulled into this. I have to ask though, did Jay-Z really know what he was getting into when he had that conversation with Tony Busby? Hear me out. I know some of you might be coming for me, but if Jay-Z's innocent, I'd back him up too. But I really thought he believed that he could take down Busby easily. However, Busby's saying he has evidence, and it looks like he might have the upper hand in the legal battle. The only motions that are sticking so far are the ones filed by Tony Busby, and the only one presenting solid proof right now is him. Now, things could change, but keep that in mind as you listen to all the noise from either side. Here's the deal. The second lawsuit involves allegations against lawyer Marcy Croft and Quinn Emanuel, who are accused of coordinating a scheme to bribe people into suing Tony Busby's law firm.
In addition, to add insult to injury, his attorney, Alex Spiros, basically gets reprimanded by the court. The court, specifically Judge Annalisa Torres, writes in her order, Carter's lawyer's relentless filing of combative motions containing inflammatory language and attacks is inappropriate, a waste of judicial resources, and a tactic unlikely to benefit his client.
This sounds eerily similar to a case from last month, where a person named Jose Maldonado claimed he was approached by investigators working for Rock Nation who pretended to be federal agents. That's a federal crime, by the way. Were they really so careless, thinking Tony Busby was just some random lawyer? No disrespect, but Busby is one of the top trial attorneys in the U.S. He even won a huge jury award in 2024. Maldonado says that these fake investigators encouraged him to sue Busby's firm and offered him money to do so. Busby's team claims to have actual evidence to back this up, and honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if those conversations were taped. Busby's law firm is going after Jay-Z and Diddy aggressively, and this is where it all started. Apparently, these investigators were being paid by Rock Nation to solicit lawsuits and send them directly to Marcy Croft. They even bragged that the lawsuits would gain media attention. Marcy Croft, by the way, has worked closely with Quinn Emanuel for years, and Rock Nation is one of their clients. Interestingly, the investigators involved in this whole thing seem to be the same ones that Diddy is allegedly using for some of his own legal matters. Let me make something crystal clear. It is illegal to solicit lawsuits like this. It's bribery, harassment, and intimidation, which is exactly what's being accused. Tony Busby claims that what they were doing is unethical and illegal, and he's not backing down. This whole thing started with a legal dispute involving Janelle, where instead of addressing the credibility of the victim, they started attacking Busby's law firm. There are allegations that people were going door to door trying to dig up dirt, and Busby's team has said that these actions are illegal. Busby issued a statement saying, "We know investigators have gone across the country illegally contacting our former clients to bribe them into suing us. We now know who's behind it, and we won't be intimidated." Another lawsuit, similar to this one, was filed in December by a former client, who says investigators impersonated federal agents to convince him to file a legal malpractice lawsuit against Busby's firm. It's still unclear who's telling the truth here. We don't know if Tony Busby is right, if Jose Maldonado is right, or if Jay-Z and Quinn Emanuel are right. But one thing's for sure, Tony Busby seems to have found some pretty serious evidence. What's even crazier is that in response to all this, Busby's team filed multiple motions in court, but the judge wasn't buying it and said they'd drag the case out until March. And on the very same day that all of this was happening, 3 separate lawsuits were filed against Tony Busby, 2 in Louisiana and 1 from an ex-girlfriend with some serious claims. Busby denied all of it, but they even released an old unflattering photo of him, giving him the quote-unquote image of. Now I have to ask, what's really going on here? Is this all just coincidence? It seems like there was a concerted effort to take down Tony Busby all at once, but in doing so, they may have just drawn more attention to the very thing they were trying to hide. At the end of the day, this looks like a calculated attack. There's no way they can claim it was all just random, but we'll have to wait and see how the judges rule. Neither party is backing down, and it's clear they're both preparing for a long battle. I hope, for everyone's sake, that in their rush to destroy someone they thought was beneath them, they didn't overstep the line they drew in the sand. So, what do you think? Let me know in the comments, and I'll talk to you later. Bye!